station owners, Nexstar and Sinclair, pulling Jimmy Kimmel from their stations, his already horrific ratings, and the FCC's role, if there was any, behind this decision. My next guest, though, did not agree. He responded to me on X, writing, quote, "If they had just fired Kimmel as a private business decision, okay, that's fine. But the head of the FCC threatened their licenses and said, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Then they axed Kimmel. That's a government pressure campaign." Joining me now to have the debate, host of Brad versus Everyone podcast and Steamboat Institute fellow Brad Palumbo. Brad, great to have you here today. You know I always welcome the disagreement and the debate, but I do think you're simply wrong on this. You've heard my argument. Let's hear yours.
Yeah, so like I mentioned, if they had just decided to get rid of Kimmel, so be it. As a market decision, I don't think he's been funny in at least a decade, and I think what he said about Charlie Kirk was gross. But I think it's really, really reprehensible, and I do think it's an attack on the First Amendment for the FCC chairman to speak almost like a mafia boss and say, nice license your member stations have there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it, right? He said, his exact words were, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Correct.
If you don't take action on Kimmel.
However,
that's jawboning.
Okay, I want to take this on the actions that happen and the actions that could happen. First of all, it doesn't appear that the FCC had any influence or effect on the decision by Nexstar and Sinclair and ultimately by ABC. These stations made their decision independently and by most accounts before FCC Chair Brendan Carr went on to Benny Johnson's show and uttered the words that you just repeated. This was a market-based decision. This was consumers in middle America who take Nexstar and Sinclair stations saying enough. This is the owners of those stations saying enough. And then it's ultimately the heads of ABC and Disney going, wow, we can't lose 60 stations. We've got to do something about Jimmy Kimmel. So your fear of jawboning by the government simply didn't play out in the case of Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, I don't think either of us know that for certain. We can't get in the minds of the executives.
I'm repeating the reporting from both the Hollywood Reporter and the Wall Street Journal.
Right, and the show's been on air for 22 years, and it was canceled the same day he made those threats. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it had no effect at all. Doesn't change the fact